stupid vacation!
So this week's video was supposed to be on Mario, but Sakurai decided to release Byleth, and since I'm absolutely desperate for views, this video is now going to be focused on Byleth. I apologize to all the Mario mains out there, all 2 of you. You'll just have to continue waiting. Shitty characters aside, let's talk Byleth. Right from the reveal, it seemed that Smash fans were absolutely hyped for this character. They rushed to Twitter to give their positive feedback. Here's a few tweets I collected just absolutely praising the character. Why did they have to make Byleth stupid and slow and bad and they nerfed Palutena? Game sucks. I like this one, you know, it's cool to be hyped, but it's also good to add in just a bit of constructive criticism. Here's another one, it's pretty short and sweet. Byleth fucking sucks. You could just feel the raw emotion coming from that one. Saladin Ahmed here says, I've never felt more hostile toward a franchise I've never played than I do Fire Emblem. I'm glad the representation in Smash actually encourages fans to look into the series a bit more, but you know, I'm actually a little worried that there might be too much representation of Fire Emblem in Smash. I know that may be a bit of a controversial opinion, but I believe that having 8 characters in the game with about 4 of them being the exact same might be a little too much. A lot of Smash fans were hoping that Dante would make it in, but come on, really? Another swordsman? Sure, Dante uses guns too, but Byleth uses an axe, lance, sword, and bow. And just compare these 2 for a second. Which one looks cooler? Man, it's a really good thing we didn't get Dante over Byleth, huh? So Byleth in her reveal trailer was described as a distance demon. I would agree with Sakurai on this, but I see Byleth more as a turtle with a really long butter knife. And anime eyes. Basically, she's got reach, but lacks speed. When playing Byleth, you have to commit to your options, kinda like how I committed to buying the Fighter's Pass, even though we got Fire Emblem Part 8, Byleth takes a better character slot. Alright, enough shit talking. How do you actually play Byleth? For her neutral attack, she pulls out Fail Not, and as the name implies, it never fails. Ever. You've got to time Fail Not. It really takes a master's touch to land your shots. Ooh, so close. Ironically enough, Fail Not is more useful as a nair than it is a projectile.
Stomp, it's a good job, Mike.
For her side attacks, Byleth pulls out Arid Bar. Moves utilizing Arid Bar are generally pretty good, which is surprising since Byleth took it from the Blue Lions, the worst house. Don't at me. The tip of the lance is the most powerful. Trust me, you absolutely want to avoid getting hit by the tip as much as possible, or else you risk getting killed at like 50 mid-stage. The tip of the lance is almost as powerful as Ganon's F smash, actually. Now just imagine Ganon with range. Yeah, not very pretty, is it? Now, it's time for one of my favorite games. Which Byleth chickens out first? Hot! You chickened out first, means I win. Honestly, there's not many Arid Bar clips because most of the written jokes were a bit of a reach. For Byleth's downward attacks, she uses a mirror. Her down special is very difficult to land. It has slower startup time than Falcon Punch and isn't as powerful as you might think. You really have to have some serious brain damage to get hit by it multiple times, let alone even once.
I wanted to walk with you.
An upside to Byleth's down B is the fact she has super armor, capable of powering through anything. You're about to go from a hero to an F-Zero. Yes, that was definitely the direction I was swinging Amir. In general, Amir is pretty unreliable. So Byleth isn't all that great, if I'm being completely honest. I see her around mid to high mid. She might have distance and power going for her, but she has to commit to moves pretty hard and overall is pretty slow. I see her getting rushed by smaller, faster opponents easily, so she's only okay. Unless you choose the Claude skin, that shit's S tier, my dude. Golden Deer, best house, again, don't at me. Okay, serious talk, the hate that's being directed towards Byleth and Sakurai is absolutely not okay. Even though I absolutely love the Fire Emblem series and its characters, I also feel it's a bit overrepresented in Smash. However, that is absolutely not an excuse to send death threats and hate to Sakurai. You have to be an absolute child to get this angry at a video game. We are getting 11 other DLC fighters aside from Byleth, 5 of which have already been released and been excellent additions to the game. I understand that the reveal might have been disappointing and boring to some, but everyone should be appreciative of the fact Sakurai cares enough to continue supporting and loving his games and fans as much as he actually does. Now, if you really want to talk boring characters and reveals, let's talk Banjo-Kazooie.